Take a moment to ask yourself, what do I really want? Is it a specific income level? A certain lifestyle? A relationship built on trust and love? Write it down in detail. I want to earn $100,000 per year, doing meaningful work that gives me freedom. I want to wake up each morning excited and filled with purpose. When your goals are clearly defined, they become real, not just wishful thinking. You begin to see them as destinations on a map instead of dreams floating in the distance. This clarity doesn't just help the universe understand what to deliver, it sharpens your focus. Your brain becomes wired to recognize the people, opportunities, and ideas that align with your goals. You filter out distractions. You begin to say no to what doesn't serve your vision and yes to what does. Your actions become more deliberate, your confidence stronger, and your results more aligned with the life you're trying to create. Without clarity, you drift. You chase too many things at once and end up going nowhere. But with clarity, you gain direction. Every step you take becomes part of a greater journey. The law of attraction works best when your vision is defined, your goals are written, and your energy is aligned with purpose. So, start today. Get clear, get committed, and let the universe meet you halfway. Success isn't just about what you want, it's about what you believe. You don't attract what you wish for. You attract what your subconscious mind accepts as true. This is why belief is the foundation of the law of attraction. If you carry thoughts like, I'm not good enough, or success isn't for people like me, no matter how hard you work, your actions will be out of sync with your potential. You'll find yourself sabotaging opportunities, hesitating at the wrong time, or second-guessing your every move. But here's the good news. Beliefs are not set in stone. They can be rewritten. Every time you catch yourself thinking something negative or limiting, challenge it. Replace, I'll never be successful, with, success is inevitable for me. Instead of, I always mess things up, say, I am growing, improving, and becoming better every day. These may seem like simple affirmations, but repeated often and with conviction, they rewire your subconscious and shift your internal compass toward abundance. Think about the people you admire, entrepreneurs, athletes, artists, leaders. They didn't wait for the world to validate them. They believed in their worth and their vision long before the world caught up. That belief fueled their discipline, their confidence, and their actions. They moved boldly, even when there were no guarantees, and eventually their reality rose to meet their mindset. Your life will reflect whatever beliefs you hold most deeply. That's why it's essential to guard your thoughts and speak to yourself with power. If your inner dialogue is filled with doubt, fear, and unworthiness, you will create a life that mirrors that negativity. But if you speak words of strength, resilience, and purpose, you'll find that the universe responds in kind. So today, make the decision to believe in yourself. Believe in your capacity to grow, to win, and to live the life you envision. When you change what you believe, you change what you attract. And that's how belief becomes the driving force behind lasting transformation. One of the most powerful tools for achieving your goals is something you already possess, your imagination. The mind doesn't know the difference between what's vividly imagined and what's actually real. That's why visualization is more than wishful thinking. It's a proven strategy used by world-class athletes, CEOs, and performers to train their minds for success. When you consistently visualize your goals as if they've already happened, you condition your subconscious to accept that vision as reality. And once your mind believes it, your actions will naturally follow. Picture yourself living the life you desire. If your goal is to run a successful business, close your eyes and imagine sitting at your desk, signing contracts, receiving emails of appreciation, watching your bank account grow. Hear the phone ringing with new opportunities. Feel the confidence in your voice as you speak to clients. Smell the coffee on your desk. See the sunlight through your office window. Make the image real in every way possible. The more detail you give it, the stronger the emotional connection, and the deeper the impact on your subconscious. This process sends a clear message to your mind. This is who I am. This is where I'm going. Your brain begins to focus on opportunities that align with this vision. You start noticing ideas, people, and resources that were always there but previously ignored. You begin to carry yourself differently, more confident, more purposeful, because your mind has already rehearsed the outcome. But visualization alone is not enough. It must be followed by action. Think of visualization as the blueprint, not the building. It gives you the clarity, the motivation, and the belief to move forward. When you see your goals clearly in your mind, you start asking yourself, what step can I take today to bring this vision to life? And when you combine that vision with real movement, you become unstoppable. So take a few minutes each day, preferably in the morning, to close your eyes and see your future. Make it vivid. Make it emotional. Make it yours. Because once your mind believes in the reality of your dream, the rest of your life will rise to meet it. Gratitude is more than just good manners. It's a powerful, energetic force that can completely shift your mindset and your reality. When you train yourself to focus on what you already have, rather than what's missing, you raise your emotional frequency and invite more abundance into your life. It's not magic, it's mindset. When you live in a state of appreciation, your brain becomes wired to see the good, to recognize opportunities, and to attract more of what supports your well-being. Think about it. When you're constantly dwelling on what's lacking, more money, more time, more success, you operate from a place of scarcity. That energy not only feels heavy, but it also repels progress. On the other hand, when you wake up and start your day by acknowledging what's already working, your health, your family, your small wins, the roof over your head, you immediately lift your energy. That shift in focus has the power to change your day, your attitude, and over time, your entire life. Gratitude isn't about ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to see the light in the midst of darkness. It's about saying, yes, things are tough, but I still have something to hold on to. That mindset gives you strength. It builds resilience, and it opens your heart and mind to receive more. Start small. Each morning, write down 3 things you're grateful for. It could be as simple as a good night's sleep, a warm cup of coffee, or a meaningful conversation with a friend. The key is consistency. The more often you practice gratitude, the more natural it becomes. Over time, your perspective changes, and with it, so does your energy. People are drawn to positive energy. Opportunities come to those who radiate confidence and appreciation. And most importantly, your own peace of mind grows when you stop chasing and start cherishing. So, if you want to attract success, fulfillment, and abundance, start with gratitude. It's the most powerful, accessible tool you have to transform your thoughts, your energy, and your life. When you appreciate what you have, you create space for even more to flow in. Gratitude isn't just a nice habit, it's a magnet for everything good. Visualization is a powerful starting point, but without action, it's nothing more than wishful thinking. Real change, lasting success, requires movement. Inspired action is what turns your dreams into something tangible. It's the bridge that connects belief to reality. You can visualize all day long, but if you don't take that first step, your goals remain stuck in your imagination. Think about the most successful people you admire. They didn't just sit around waiting for the perfect moment or hoping their dreams would magically appear. They moved. They took action. Even when the path was unclear, even when they didn't feel ready. That's the difference between people who achieve greatness and those who just dream about it. Action. Inspired action isn't about doing everything at once. It doesn't have to be grand or perfect. It can be a single phone call, sending an email, researching a new idea, or writing down your goals. Small steps, repeated consistently, build momentum. And momentum is what pulls you out of fear, out of overthinking, and into progress. Once you begin, something shifts, energy builds, confidence grows, and suddenly what once felt impossible begins to feel within reach. There's a common trap many fall into: waiting. waiting for more clarity, more time, more courage. But clarity often comes from action, not before it. You learn by doing. You build confidence through experience, not contemplation. So don't wait to feel ready, just begin. Let each step, no matter how small, be a signal to the universe that you're serious, that you're committed, that you're ready. Remember, the law of attraction rewards those who match belief with behavior. So, yes, visualize. Yes, believe. But most importantly, move. Take that next step, however uncomfortable or uncertain it feels. Action turns possibility into progress. And once you're in motion, the universe meets you halfway. So, start now. Do something today that brings your vision closer to life. Because the journey to success doesn't begin with knowing everything. It begins with doing something. Your environment plays a critical role in shaping your thoughts, beliefs, and ultimately your reality. Whether you realize it or not, the people you spend time with, the content you consume, and the habits you repeat each day either build you up or break you down. That's why removing negative influences isn't just helpful. It's necessary if you want to grow, thrive, and attract success into your life. Think about the voices you hear most often. Are they encouraging or discouraging? Do they lift your spirit or fill your mind with fear, doubt, and limitation? If your surroundings are filled with constant complaining, gossip, pessimism, or toxic energy, it's only a matter of time before that negativity seeps into your thinking. The mind is like a sponge. It absorbs what it's exposed to. Success begins with awareness. Start by auditing your circle. Ask yourself, who inspires me? Who drains me? Who challenges me to rise higher? Sometimes the hardest part of growth is realizing that not everyone can come with you. And that's okay. Protecting your peace is not selfish. It's wise. Limit your exposure to those who pull you off course. Choose relationships that are rooted in respect, growth, and mutual encouragement. But people aren't the only influence. Look at your daily inputs. What you watch, read, and scroll through. Is it fueling your focus or feeding your anxiety? Is it helping you move forward or keeping you stuck in place? You have more control than you think. Be intentional. Swap the noise for wisdom. Trade distractions for learning. Choose inspiration over drama. This also applies to habits. If your routines are filled with procrastination, unhealthy patterns, or mindless consumption, they will chip away at your potential. But when you adopt habits that align with your goals, like reading, journaling, meditating, or exercising, you begin to create an environment where progress becomes natural. Your energy is sacred. It's the foundation of your mindset, your decisions, and your future. Guard it. Nourish it. Surround yourself with people, habits, and content that reflect the person you're becoming, not the one you're trying to outgrow. Because when your environment supports your vision, everything becomes possible. Self-doubt is one of the most destructive forces you can face on the path to success. It creeps in quietly, whispering that you're not ready, not worthy, not enough. But here's the truth. No one was ever born with unshakable confidence. It's built, step by step, from the inside out. And building unbreakable self-belief is not a luxury. It's a necessity if you want to overcome limitations and create the life you truly desire. When you don't believe in yourself, every obstacle feels like a wall, and every mistake becomes a reason to quit. You hesitate, overthink, and play small. But the moment you begin to shift that belief from I can't to I will, everything changes. Your actions follow your mindset. When you see yourself as capable and deserving, you move differently. You speak with more conviction, take more risks, and recover faster from setbacks. History is filled with people who succeeded not because they had the most talent or resources, but because they refused to let doubt win. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Oprah Winfrey was told she wasn't fit for television. What made them extraordinary was not their circumstances, but their belief in what they could become. To build that kind of belief, you must take control of your inner dialogue. Challenge the voice that says, "You're not enough." Replace it with affirmations that remind you of your worth. Start each day by declaring who you are becoming. I am capable. I am resilient. I am enough. Say it until you believe it. Then act like it. Belief is not built in comfort. It's forged in action, in showing up when it's hard, in trying again after failure, in backing yourself even when no one else does. Every time you push through fear or doubt, you reinforce the truth. You're stronger than you think. Your potential is limitless, but only if you believe it is. So don't wait for permission, and don't seek validation. Look in the mirror and know that the person staring back is already enough. Believe it. Live it. And success will rise to meet you. One of the greatest obstacles to success isn't lack of effort, it's desperation. When you obsess over when your goals will manifest or how things will happen, you create stress, anxiety, and resistance. Ironically, this intense grasping energy pushes success further away. The real power comes from a different place, trusting the process and letting go of the need to control every outcome. Think of planting a seed. You water it, give it sunlight, and care for it daily, but you don't dig it up every few hours to check if it's growing. You trust nature's timing. The same is true for your goals. Once you've taken action, once you've planted the seed of your vision with clarity and commitment, your job is to keep showing up with faith, not fear. Desperation sends a signal to the universe that you don't believe things will work out unless you force them. But belief, true belief, is quiet and powerful. It says, "I've done my part. Now I trust that everything else will align." Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means releasing the pressure, staying open to the journey, and allowing space for miracles and unexpected solutions. When you trust the process, you allow the universe to do its work behind the scenes. Sometimes delays are not denials, they're realignments. What you're waiting for may be getting prepared for you, or maybe you are being prepared for what you've asked for. In either case, holding on too tightly to the how and when only limits what's possible. Trust shows up in how you carry yourself. It's the calm in your voice, the steady pace of your work, the peace in your presence. It's knowing deep down that everything is working in your favor, even when you can't see it yet. So keep taking inspired action. Keep believing in your vision. But let go of the urgency, the overthinking, the need to control the timeline. Breathe, trust, and know this: what's meant for you will never miss you. It's on its way, not because you're chasing it, but because you're aligned with it. Persistence is the defining trait that separates those who dream from those who achieve. The truth is, failure is not the end, it's part of the path. Every setback you face is not a signal to quit, but a form of feedback, a lesson pointing you toward a better approach. The most successful people in history didn't get there because their journey was smooth. They got there because they refused to give up when it wasn't. Think of Thomas Edison, who failed over 1,000 times before perfecting the light bulb, or Abraham Lincoln, who lost multiple elections before becoming one of the most respected presidents in U.S. history. These individuals weren't immune to disappointment. They simply viewed failure differently. Instead of letting it crush them, they used it as fuel. They understood that each misstep was a stepping stone, a necessary part of the climb. Persistence is more than just continuing. It's about showing up with the same energy and belief, even when the results aren't immediate. It's waking up after a loss and saying, "I'm still in this." It's understanding that success rarely comes in one giant leap. It's built through consistent steps, taken day after day, even when motivation fades. Challenges will come. That's guaranteed. But so is growth if you don't give up. Every time you keep going, even when it would be easier to stop, you strengthen your character. You develop resilience, sharpen your skills, and build the kind of grit that no one can take from you. If you've hit a wall, it's not a sign to stop. It's a test to see how badly you want what you say you do. And the people who push through, who rise after each fall, are the ones who not only reach success, but hold on to it. So when failure knocks on your door, don't retreat, lean in, learn, adjust, and keep moving forward. Because persistence doesn't just overcome obstacles, it transforms them into the very foundation of your breakthrough. Keep going. Your success depends on it. One of the most powerful yet overlooked truths in life is this: the universe responds to what you give, not just what you ask for. While many people spend their time chasing success, wealth, or recognition, they often forget that true abundance begins with contribution. If you want more out of life, start by offering more, whether it's your knowledge, your kindness, your time, or your support. Giving doesn't mean giving everything away or overextending yourself. It means showing up with a spirit of generosity, understanding that the more value you provide to the world, the more value will flow back to you. It's not a one-time act, it's a mindset, a way of living. Entrepreneurs who create lasting businesses do so by solving problems. Leaders who inspire others rise because they uplift those around them. The common thread? They give before they receive. Think of this like planting seeds. Every act of service, every helpful gesture, every word of encouragement is a seed sown into the universe. And just like in nature, those seeds grow. They come back to you, often multiplied, and in ways you didn't expect. This is not just spiritual philosophy. It's a principle backed by psychology and success studies. People are naturally drawn to those who uplift, help, and serve without keeping score. When you lead with value, you become magnetic. Opportunities find you. Relationships deepen. Support arrives when you need it most. And the best part? You don't have to force anything. What you need begins to flow because your energy is aligned with generosity, not scarcity. So ask yourself, how can I serve today? Who can I help? What can I contribute, even in a small way? Maybe it's sharing an insight with someone who's struggling. Maybe it's encouraging a friend, offering your time, or simply listening with compassion. Whatever it is, give it freely and watch what happens. The law is simple. Give first, and you'll receive more than you ever imagined. When you make giving a habit, life rewards you with a richness that goes far beyond material things. It gives you meaning, connection, and lasting fulfillment. In life, success is rarely the result of luck. It's the product of clarity, belief, action, and resilience. For those in their later years, it's never too late to take charge of your future. One powerful truth is this: your thoughts shape your reality. When you shift your mindset from doubt to belief, from scarcity to gratitude, you begin attracting better outcomes. Clearly define what matters to you, whether it's building stronger relationships, improving your health, or pursuing a passion project. Write it down. Then, take small, consistent steps toward it. Remove negative influences from your life, people, habits, or media that drain your energy, and replace them with sources of inspiration. Most importantly, trust the process. Just like a seed takes time to grow, your efforts will bear fruit if you stay patient and persistent. Give before you expect to receive, whether it's kindness, wisdom, or support. This not only uplifts others, but brings deeper meaning to your own life. Remember, in every season of life, you hold the power to grow, contribute, and thrive. The journey doesn't end with age, it evolves, and your mindset determines the direction.